This episode is proudly brought to you by First Light Fabrications for all your custom marine fabricating, Minn Kota installs and First Light fishing and boating products. What are we doing out here, Mickey?
I don't know. Some crazy.
Hearing that, there's a fair bit of wind. Alright, I don't know if it looks shit out here to you guys, but it is. Petey's just let us know it's 20 to 25 knots on the live reading at Cape Morton. Mick promised us good conditions, but he lied. Anyway, this morning it's all about crays. We're out here chasing some crayfish. Never really speared a cray before, so hopefully we can get one, do a bit of a cook up. But the visibility looks okay, Pete.
Looks pretty good.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Hard to tell at the moment, but yeah. Oh yeah, it's very, very windy. We've got whales all out here jumping around, so it's a little bit daunting this morning, I feel, but these guys are frothing, so look at this fella. No time wasted.
I just want to get in.
Alright, enough chit chat. Jump in and have a look around. I can hardly even stand up here. Woo-hoo. So the boys have got a massive whale right behind them here. I just yelled out to Mickey, but I don't know. They're going to see it shortly, but holy. Oi man, huge whale like 5 meters behind the boat. Oh, there he is in the background. He's just over there. There he is. My God. Wow, wow, wow. Well, this for me was the first time diving at this depth. And watching Mickey disappear into the big blue there, it had me a little bit nervous. But knowing these two boys were up the top watching me, I had every confidence they'd be okay and I'd be safe. So I made my first drop to the bottom, and surprisingly, I got there quite easily, even managed a little bit of bottom time. Wow. It was stunning down here. You soon forget the dangers that lurk above and learn to enjoy the beauty of the bottom of the sea. Pete had let me know that he had spotted a cray. So I had to breathe up, I dove down, and he was nice enough to leave it for me, even show me where he was hiding. I'd never speared crays before, so I had no idea what I was looking for, but with the boys showing me how it was done, it didn't take long, and I had my first cray. I couldn't believe it. I even spotted another one right next to him. I was so excited. I'd finally got a crayfish. For years and years, I've wanted to hunt these things myself, and finally done it with the help of Mickey and Pete. Cheers, boys. This is Mickey just here, spotted 2 more crays. Now here's the difference between a good Spearo and me. Mickey has time to spot the crays, pretty much unload his whole gun. His plan was to leave the spear down there, free spool his reel and swim to the top so I could follow it down and see exactly where it was. It was a good plan, Mickey. It didn't come off.
Oh man, that didn't work. It came up with it. There's a heap of them down there. Yeah, there's like 3 more just to the other side of it. I was trying to leave my spear.
Well, I made my second drop, feeling a lot more confident in what to look for and my breath hold. I started to venture out a little bit more and have a look for myself. Diving down on top of this heap of rocks, it's easy to spot the cracks where they're hiding. Although, it was a little bit quiet around here, so we started looking for a little few fish. Now, on this drop, I was looking for some crays again, but to my surprise, I seen these 2 decent sized pearl perch. Now, for Queensland, in this depth of water, that is very uncommon, so that was a pretty cool little thing to see. In New South Wales, you find these commonly in 8 metres. This black spot tusk fish also tried to get speared, but it was his lucky day. Feeling a lot more confident in my breath hold and the boys teaching me exactly what to look for, I decided to venture out a bit more on my own. Coming up trumps pretty quickly, I spotted a good sized cray down in the crack. And there you have it, my second crayfish. The cool thing about filming and having a GoPro with ya is you got these memories forever. I look back on this one day and can't believe what I got. Frothing. And it's awesome to have the boys with me to share that joy. Something you've done for ages, and finally see a new person get one that's wanted one for ages. You share the stoke just as much as when you got your first one. Here's the pearlies again, mixed in with a whole heap of other fish. It was absolutely beautiful down here. Could have spent the whole day just swimming around looking at the fish, but there was crayfish to be caught, so I kept on searching. Alright, back in the boat. It's bloody cold. Like cold, shivering. A little bit quiet back there. Wasn't as many crays as we hoped. We've come down to a couple of other spots. Actually, all the boys have never dove this here either. Had a couple of marks just off the coast here from years ago where I've just sort of come down and tried to have a look for some tusky rocks and stuff like that. So we're going to have a little go here. The boys have jumped in just for a
looks pretty good.
Little, yeah?
It looks like good structure for crays.
Yeah, cool. Boys have just jumping in for a bit of bloody prospecting. I don't know what the word is, but they're having a look. I can't even talk properly, it's so cold. But anyway, fingers crossed, see how they go. Mickey just popped his head up and said it looks quite good, so see how it goes. Probably see my hands shivering in the bloody GoPro. Alright, Pete just popped his head up and said there's a few crays on it actually, so how's that? I've wanted to catch crayfish for years. Didn't even know that I actually sounded up some ground with them all over it. One of the boys will pop up with one shortly, I'd say.
There's heaps of crays on there. I just seen 6 anchor up.
What?
Get them easy. Anchor up.
Radio. There's heaps, the boys reckon. Alright, the boys are just sitting back here on top of the rock. I'm just anchoring up. I'll drift the boat back as close as I can to them and hopefully we can pull a couple off it. See under the water. Well, looking from above on this new spot, it was clear to see that this was going to hold a lot of crayfish. I was even lucky enough to have Pete behind me with his GoPro on. Pretty much caught all the action on camera. Cracks everywhere. There was crays just separated all through them. Another bloody good sized crayfish. You ripper. The boys had finally had enough of letting me spear them, so they started to join in themselves. Mickey had a few to choose from here, so scope out the biggest one and let him have it. And there you have it. First dive off a new spot and 3 good sized crayfish.
Just like that, 3.
Well, with a few crayfish in the esky, it was time to start being selective and just pick out the bigger ones. Just have a look how good this ground is for them. Easy shooting, easy spotting, and plenty of them. Moving over slightly along the rocks, made a dive down, and it was clear to see that this was going to hold a lot of fish. And that it did. Big school of bonito. There has got to be some pelagics around here somewhere. But I wasn't expecting to see this fella. A red emperor that was extremely close to being legal. I'd say it's a centimetre over or a centimetre under. Some big blue groper, a heap of Moses perch, tusk fish, all sorts of stuff around here. Pearl perch, you name it. But it was back looking for crayfish because that's what we were here for. And, well, I spotted a ripper. I was that focused on the cray I didn't see this good sized cod right next to him.
Got one.
Now, my spear got wedged under the rock, holding the cray in it. So, Mickey being the man he is, and us all working together, he dove down to grab it. I dove down to give him a hand, but to my surprise, he told me that this pesky cod was already trying to eat my crayfish. So, he let the cod have it, and he grabbed my cray out. Mickey, that's just showing off, mate. How bloody good. Now, whatever I did, I could not get away from this red emperor. You can see here he's getting that mature shape to him, which means he's very close to being a legal size fish. There was no way I was taking a risk. They're just too good of a fish to risk it if they're anywhere near not being legal. You see this little white feeler down here? That right there is a cray wedged right under the rocks. But he wasn't wedged under there far enough because Mickey still got him. And once again, this fella, he was just begging for a spearing. These blubber lip out the back, they'd be at least 600 mil long. So you can see him up against them. This was confirming for me that he was very close. Now, with a heap of blubber lip like that, you'll have other fish trying to blend in with them. But in this case, there was nothing else to be seen. Maybe the time of year, maybe in summer there'll be some jacks sitting behind them, who knows, but they were a big school of blubber lip. This fella here was probably the biggest cray of the day. He just came out, say g'day, sorry mate,
I couldn't say no. But once again, my spear was wedged and I could not pull it out. Then the old story, like sword in the stone, Pete just dives down, out she comes. This here was the last cray that we had to spear to reach our bag limit. Now, Mickey put one straight in him, but what the hell? It pulled out and the chase was on. Anyway, he got him and that was it. We had reached our bag limit of one of the nicest eating things in the sea.
All right, that was awesome. We've reached our bag limit. Have a look at this. Got to show you this dark patch over here. This is all bait on the surface. Just have a look at this. Over the back of it, over the back of here. Tell me there's not bulk Spanish mackerel under us somewhere. Yeah. So we've got our bag limit of crays now, so we're gonna start heading home. Once again, we've got school pickup. Dad life. So yeah, anyway, that is crazy, crazy amounts of bait right there. Well, they were showering like prawns at the boat just before. Yeah, look, conditions of that wind's turned to the west now. Opposite, it was east this morning, it's swung to the west. So it's tidied it up really quickly. Look at that. Oh, did you see that?
Something was chasing that then, eh? How'd you go?
We did all right, hey? How's that, Moreton Bay? So yeah, we just pulled up to a little island here, get some photos, but day's just turning it on now. Rain's gone, wind's dropped. Yeah, got our bag limit of crays. So happy. We even threw a cod in there, eh, Mickey? Hey, says we'll be stoked with a fillet of that. But yeah, awesome. Once again, the boys put me onto the seafood, that's for sure. So you're gonna have to teach me a nice recipe here, Petey.
No worries.
Owns his own Thai restaurant, this fella, so he knows how to cook. But anyway, I reckon we're gonna do a couple of good cook-ups with these.
Hell yeah.
What do you reckon?
Oh man, you got it sorted.
Rightio guys, we're back home after the absolute ripper session on the crayfish. I'm going to show you just a little recipe on the crays that you may not have seen before. All right, a lot of people cook them up on the island, on the fire, in a garlic butter,
and they're beautiful like that. But sometimes you want something a little bit different, and this is a little bit different. So what I've got here, it's quick and easy, and I am cooking it on the fire. I'm also cooking the best chips that you'll ever have in your life. They just need a bit more preparation. So we've got the parsley here. Packet noises. In this instance, we've got panko crumbs. I'm going to whack our panko crumbs in there. We've got some grated Parmesan cheese. We're going to whack half a cup grated Parmesan into the panko. We're also going to chuck about that much parsley in. And there's our mix, alrighty? Smells good. Our crayfish in the egg here. What we're going to do is we're going to crumb it. You're going to push all of that into it so it really sticks. And just do the rest. And that right there is our crayfish. All right, Parmesan, parsley, and panko crumbs. Easy peasy. That's one crayfish, not even a big crayfish. I won't even cook all that. I'll cook half of it, save half for Sarah. Salt. Now, my chippies. Done this recipe before, and I pinched it off another fella on YouTube because it is amazing. He did it a few years ago, and seriously, it's the nicest chips I've ever eaten. Fire to fork. Thank you very much. These are unbelievable. So what I've done is I've chopped up a normal potato, left the skin on, chopped them up into sizes and pieces like that. Okay, I've put them on a paper towel, and you can leave them out in the sun to dry, but you want to dry them out as much as you can. Now, what you want to do is get the tin that I've got the camera resting on, and you want to use canola oil and fill the tin with canola oil. So I'm going to skip forward to that right now. Next thing you want to do is get the chips and just chuck them in the oil cold. You don't want to put them into the boiling hot oil, because what this does is the potato soaks in this oil and it just cooks them differently. So we're going to do this. Then we're going to go chuck it outside onto the fire. Alrighty. The fire is looking good. Make a little bit of a seat for this. And then what this is going to do is these chips are going to absorb all that oil, and they're going to cook whilst they're in that oil. So it just cooks them differently from the inside. The outside gets super crunchy. They're beautiful. And after this, the crays are going to go into here, and I'm just going to snack on the chippies while I watch that fry away. Oh, you can see there it's starting to boil. It's been about 8 minutes, and I'm just going to let them boil away for probably at least another 10 and keep you posted. All right, chippy check. Oh my God. Yum. How we go with that? All right, it's time to pull them off, I reckon. I'm going to go grab my little mitt, grab them out, and then the cray's going to go in. Oop. And oh my gosh, have a look at that. All right, crayfish is about to go in. Oh, crayfish is going in. All right, well, I don't know about you guys, but that looks delicious to me. Bit of salt, bit of chicken salt, bit of lemon. There's only one more thing left to do. Crack a beer. Try these chippies. Oh my God. Try a bit of this crayfish. Bit of lemon. Oh my gosh. Guys, you have to try that, honestly. It's the nicest crayfish I've ever eaten, hands down. Well, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to enjoy this. Guys, if you want any merch, head over to outerline.com.au. Hats, hoodies, shirts,
stubby coolers, everything's over there, weatherproof jackets. Thanks heaps, I really appreciate watching our videos. It means the world to us. We hope you like the content that we're putting out. A little bit of diversity in what is in our backyard. Crayfish, we got everything here, so it's unbelievable. You just got to do a few miles to get the smiles. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week. Here you go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Good girl. There you go.
Plenty of merch online, guys. If you want to support the channel, jump over to outerline.com.au and go for gold. Cheers, legends. We appreciate the support.